Our mission, Helping Parents Heal, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting parents whose children have passed. Through support and resources offered, we aspire to help individuals become shining light parents, meaning a shift from a state of emotional heaviness to one of hopefulness and greater peace of mind. Helping Parents Heal goes a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non-dogmatic way. Helping Parents Heal affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background, and encourage open dialogue. Attendance at this meeting is voluntary. We hope that participants will learn from and share with each other. Discussions here are confidential and not designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Zoom meetings run by leadership are not confidential. These meetings typically feature guest presenters and are posted on YouTube so that affiliate members worldwide can watch and benefit. Neither type of Helping Parents Heal meeting is designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics, such as afterlife evidence and connecting with our children who've passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members, so we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. Welcome, everyone. We're so glad you're with us this evening. And thank you, James, for being here. It is such a treat to have you here with us.
It is such a treat. We are so grateful to have James Van Praagh here. And I know that everyone who is, has had any contact with the afterlife community knows that he is extremely famous. But I want to read this bio just to tell you some of the things that he's done. James Van Praagh is hailed throughout the world as a pioneer of the mediumship movement and considered one of the most widely recognized and accurate spiritual mediums working today. A survival evidence medium, he provides evidential proof of life after death through highly detailed messages from the spiritual realm. He is recognized annually on the Watkins List of the 100 most spiritually influential living people, a prestigious list of spiritual teachers, activists, authors, and thinkers. For over 3 decades, Van Praagh's messages have brought comfort and peace to millions. He has worked with international heads of state, religious world leaders, and celebrities, including Cher, Goldie Hawn, Shirley MacLaine, Ellen DeGeneres, Joan Rivers, Couric, Loretta Lynn, Chelsea Handler, Love Hewitt, Wesley Snipes, and so many more. James Van Praagh is a #1 New York Times best-selling author of over a dozen international bestsellers, including his debut, Talking to Heaven. Van Praagh's book titles include Talking to Heaven, Reaching to Heaven, Healing Grief, Heaven and Earth, Looking Beyond, Meditations, Ghosts Among Us, Unfinished Business, Growing Up in Heaven, Adventures of the Soul, How to Heal a Grieving Heart, and The Power of Love. And I just want to say that he's already gifted previously Growing Up in Heaven to every one of the people that attended one of our meetings, which was just incredible. It's a beautiful book. Throughout his career, James Van Praagh has appeared on countless national radio and television shows, including The Oprah Winfrey Show, Larry King Live, Dr. Phil, 48 Hours, The View, The Joy Behar Show, Chelsea Lately, Coast to Coast AM, and many more. He was the host of his own internationally syndicated television show, Beyond, and was a successful producer for CBS, creating a mini-series based on his life, Living with the Dead, starring Ted Danson, and the popular television movie The Dead Will Tell, starring Eva Longoria. He was also executive producer of CBS's long-running series The Ghost Whisperer, starring Love Hewitt. Today, he continues to develop high-minded programming and consults for international production companies. Several years back, he launched the James Van Praagh School of Mystical Arts. which offers a variety of multimedia online learning experiences ranging from professional certification courses to audio and video courses. The school has recently been recognized as the #1 online learning platform for students interested in exploring all things spiritual. Currently, fans of James can tune into his popular video podcast, Both Sides Now and Beyond, every Monday evening on the James Van Praagh YouTube channel and other social media platforms. James continues to share messages from the spirit world and assist people during their life journeys on stage and online through his Evenings of Spirit, which can be accessed through his website, which is vanpraagh.com. I'll put that in the chat box in a second. For more of James's special blend of warmth, wisdom, and spirituality, follow him on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And without further ado, Irene and I would like you to help us welcome James Van Praagh, as well as Kathy, James Van Praagh. Welcome, James.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thanks, Irene. Thanks, Kathy. Thank you, everybody. We need an hour just in my bio, for God's sake. I'm getting so old. I've done, my goodness, that's like, wow. Thank you very, very much. And I'm honored to be here. And as we were talking before the broadcast here, and I've just telling the ladies how, I started to get emotional already because of the work you've done, helping a lot of parents and getting the word out about life after death, that there is no such thing as death. The biggest great illusion we have is death. There is no such thing. You can't kill energy. And we're also talking a little bit earlier about, I don't know that maybe in the long scheme of things, before we come back in this incarnation, I believe we might, work with our guides and teachers and prepare our curriculum for this upcoming time here in the Earth School, which is one of the hardest schools around, everyone. And I think that maybe, people that are our souls, our children's souls, maybe we had an agreement that maybe if they go over first, it'll force us to get on our spiritual path. You never know what these things are, but it is that energy of love that never dies. Love like life continues on. And it's through this work as mediumship. And a lot of you parents who have lost children, I say lost because I feel they're still around us, but it's a hard lesson. It's one of the hardest lessons, I think, in school, Earth. And I think that it's for advanced souls. I don't think it's an easy one. It's for advanced souls. So tonight, as we do the readings, I'm going to do something which I used to do in Larry King Live, and it was an easier way to get through to as many people as possible. And I would like to do that tonight. I've already proved my skill set and all that bio. So, but the way I'm going to work is I used to have a radio show on Hay House Radio. And I worked really well with this, which I get the name and the connection of the person you want to contact. So instead of first getting the evidence, seeing who it belongs to, it would be much easier, faster to get the name of someone you want to contact, say my son, Adam, and I start tuning into that spirit. Now, it's very, very interesting because you've all come here tonight. You've already sent out a thought to your loved one. So you don't need to sit here and think, come to me, because that's already done. So the most important thing is just to have an open mind and relax and see what happens. Yeah. And what I do with the spirit people, and I'm very honored to work with all of you. The one thing, one message that I get, maybe for every single person in this room, because we share two common experiences. One is birth and the other is death. We know about birth, but we want to know more about death. And I tell you that it's so many years I've done this, that one message for one person does relate to every single person because we share those human common experiences. So what I do is I just open up my mind and I tune into the focus of that name of that person, and I start giving you information from them. And it's usually evidential, which means I'll talk about many times what you were doing today or yesterday, or things about them or their passing, so it's all different. Each one is so very different. So the most important thing you can do, besides just letting yourself open up your mind and not thinking about anything, is respond to me. I need to hear your voice. So if it makes sense to you, I'll say, I'll ask you, and you can say yes. And if it doesn't make sense, you say no. And if you don't know, say, I don't know. And no's as important as yeses, because it helps them to focus more and myself to focus more. And sometimes, believe it or not, the reason I say to you just be open-minded and relaxed is because sometimes you think too much. you get in the way and you don't remember things. I remember I was in New York once doing a demonstration in a theater, and this man's mother came through, and she said, "I want to talk to Michael." Michael, she said, "Michael, do you understand that name, Michael?" And he goes, "Uh-uh." And his wife was next to him, and she was hitting his arm. She said, "Honey, that's your name." So you never know. So just be as open as you possibly can. Yep. All right. Is that good? So before we begin, any general questions you have about mediumship at all? Anybody? Just a general question for benefit everybody? And I'll open the gallery. You can put your physical hand up if you have one. Sometimes people, no, great. Nobody. Yeah. Elizabeth, you can see anybody with a hand up?
What they can do is put it in the chat as well. If you want to put, oh, Sherry is saying, I'd like to know if James has encountered evidence that suggests a baby continues to grow in the spirit realm, or if that soul may select other experiences in spirit. Thank you for your
Good question, sweetheart. Great. Yes, I wrote a book called Growing Up in Heaven, as Elizabeth talked about, and the baby souls seem that they have to go through that life. They will grow and mature on the other side of life. It seems that they do in a different way than here, but they will tend to go to schools. They will tend to grow in inner strength and inner wisdom from those spiritual worlds, the spiritual lands, if you will, many different worlds. So they tend, from my understanding, they tend to grow up. It's not like here though, but they tend to grow up to the prime of their life. They don't get old, and I've never met anyone who goes old over than 38 is probably the most they get to. But it really is gleaming wisdom from their experiences. So yes, indeed they do. And you'll recognize them, even though they might have been babies, because you'll recognize the soul, because we've lived many lifetimes as other souls. And, sometimes we changed up. Sometimes we go first, they go first, but you'll recognize the essence of that soul.
That's a beautiful answer. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
It doesn't look like we have any other questions. People are just introducing themselves in the chat box, but if you'd like to get started,
Sure.
we can.
So I'd like to start maybe with Julie. I see Julie with you have lovely whitish. There you go. Hi, Julie. So Julie, can I mute there? And I want the name and the relationship of the person you want to contact, please.
Yes, I've asked her to unmute. There she is.
Hi, Julie. What a lovely energy you are, Julie.
Thank you. I would love to connect with my son, Loic.
Loic. How do you spell that, Loic?
It's L-O-I with 2 dots over it, C, Loic.
Okay. Well, Loic, and how old was Loic when Loic passed, please?
He was 20.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what I get very much with Loic. Loic is a reader. Loic loves to read. Loic loves a lot of books. I see a lot of books around Loic. I know you have books of Loic's as well. I know you have his books. Would you understand that, having his books of his? You understand?
I know he was a big reader.
A big reader. You understand having something? He's talking to me about, you have a book, and you also have either a notebook or something with his handwriting.
Yes, we have that. We have that. Yes, I have many of
I want to tell you this about music. So I'm not sure if someone wrote a song for him, but I want to say thank you for the song that was written, you see. And I love about something being planted for me. I love the garden. I love the flowers. I know, Mom, that the essence of flowers come in, the smell, the scent, and that's me. But it's for you as well, he said. He said, nothing happens by accident. I've got to tell you, he's a little bit of a philosopher in his own way. And I know that you say, he taught me this, and he's saying, yes, it's me teaching you. We're all here, he said to everybody, we're all here. Now, for some reason, he's talking about dental work, the teeth. So I'm not sure if you had to go to the dentist or someone you know recently had to talk about the dental work or getting something done with teeth. Does that make sense to you?
I have an appointment with a dentist in a couple months, dental work.
Did you just call them up and schedule that appointment just recently then?
Yes, and I scheduled one for my daughter also who needed
Okay, because I know we want you to talk about that as just evidential things. And I want to say something about hanging a picture of him on the wall. You have a picture hung up of him. He's talking to me about, and I understand that. And did you recently change photographs or change a photo frame or something with him in it?
Yes.
Okay.
I did. I moved to a different
place.
place.
I ask Spirit always to give me the weird stuff, so they do. And I want to talk about God. He loves to learn. He's continuing to learn. Would he ever have gone skiing?
Yes.
Like snow skiing, because I want to say something of going skiing, and I love skiing, and he loves that. I must say he gets joy out of it. I got to tell you, when he passes over, it's quick, it's fast. He wants me to tell you, he did not suffer at all. You need to know that. And it passes very quick. And don't get so caught up in him being dead, he said, because he's very much alive. And he's also talking about newspaper clippings or newspaper stories, about newspaper clippings. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that was some stories I've had of him in school when he was younger, or there was an article written about him, but he talks about articles about him. What else is there? Yes, one more thing. Would you understand about a photograph falling down, whether it's in a photograph album and there was a loose photo, or something about his photo caught your eye? Would you understand anything about that? Oh, okay. And
There
was
was
there
an eagle, a picture of a hawk that reminds me of him.
down or something?
That we saw
That's it.
repeatedly.
It was him pushing it. I got to tell you that. So I'll leave you with that, my love. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you, darling. Okay, Julie, you're very, very welcome. Okay.
Wow.
We got to keep on moving on here because it's a little bit of a race for me.
Sure.
Hi, Cheryl Olson.
Okay, Cheryl,
Okay. Hi, Cheryl. Can you unmute, please?
can you unmute? There you are. You're unmuted.
Hi,
Okay.
Cheryl.
Hi,
Hi.
Cheryl. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you calling from, Cheryl?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, you're in Phoenix. Okay, okay.
Yes.
And Cheryl, how can I
Yes.
help you today? Who do you want to contact?
My son Timothy and my daughter Amy.
Okay. And let me ask, did your mother pass over?
Yes.
Yep, because they need to first bring her in because she's coming right in front of you. And she first wants to say to you, she's sorry. Your mother's saying she's apologizing to you. And she really wants you to know she's very sorry. And I need to bring that through to you because she wants you to let go of that. Does that make sense, please?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't want to say she ruined things, but there's a sense of, Mom, how could you do this? And she really, I gotta say, many times we find, Cheryl and everybody, that when people do certain things to us in life and we think bad things, or we think, how could they? We never go back to their childhood or where they've come from. From where they've come from made them a certain way. And that's, I think we have to extend our mind to realize that things happen to them that they behave later comes up. So I want to tell you, your mother's a lovely lady. She didn't mean to hurt anyone. She didn't mean to do some negative things. I want to talk about the drinking. Was there someone who was a drinker? Did she drink, or was there alcohol anywhere, please?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because I know that was a condition, if I could say it that way, a condition. Now, Timothy and Amy are very much together. She brings him in, but there's a man also over there. So I don't know if it's your dad, but there's a man with her. I bring him as well to say hello to you. And there's also birthdays. They're talking about someone's birthday. He just passed, or coming up with a birthday celebration. You understand that? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, how old was Timothy when he passes, please?
36,
30. And Amy, how old was she?
18.
Okay, because let me tell you that they're together, but they're not together, and they're both here and they're jumping up and down, jumping up and down. Was one of them have trouble with any drugs, please?
Not trouble, but yeah, they dabbled in street drugs. Yeah.
Was it Amy that had trouble with, or a little issue with that?
No, not really that I
Okay.
know
I
of,
don't know, but
unless she
I'm
was
not sure about
hiding it.
They- something with recreational drugs.
I'm not sure.
Would you know
Yeah.
about having earrings of her, or an earring that belonged to her? Amy?
I have a lot of them.
Yeah, you have her earrings,
no-
yes? Or
Yeah.
earrings.
Yes.
I want to say
yes.
some earrings. Now, I don't know if you were just recently looking at her earrings, or you came across them, or pulled out a drawer and there were her earrings there, but she wants me to tell you about the earrings, that she was with you when we saw the earrings. That's a very strong, she's really strong when she says that. So I know it to be true.
Okay,
I know your
okay.
mother's talking about you having some of her old costume jewelry. I know there's like a pin
Wow.
and that work, you understand that,
Oh.
right? Weird, right? Weird stuff.
Boxes.
Box that were,
Yes.
costume jewelry, and she loves it, and she puts on that
Yeah.
the brooch and this sort of thing. Your mother's,
Mhm.
I gotta say, I know you want the kids, but your mother's really saying, she's crying. She's saying, thank you for helping me by forgiving me. Your mother's saying that. Please, thank you. And
Oh.
I know that I want to talk about when your kids were younger, that there was much happiness around you then, much more happiness around you then. Your son, Timothy, and Amy, I'm gonna tell you right now, they're together, but they're not together, in the fact that they have their own separate lives, they're doing their own separate things, and their own, how can I say, their own little leaders in their own way, if I can say that to you. Timothy was 36, you said, when he passed?
Yes.
Okay. And was he married at all, or was he have any
No.
idea of having a partner?
No.
No.
Not that I know. No.
Okay,
No.
I need to let you know, he wants me to tell you he has a partner where he's at. I know that he's a partner. I know that he's found love. And I know he's telling me, I'm going to cry. That's my own validation, that you always wished he would find love. You
Yes,
always
I
said
did.
that. Even when he passed, you said, I hope you'll find love. Remember that?
Yes.
Yes, because
Yes, I do.
he's answering that. He's found
Yeah.
true love. I've got to talk about father. His father's still living. Is that correct?
Yes.
Because I know that as a forgiveness, his father, he wants to forgive. Please let dad know there's a forgiveness there for my dad. I love my dad. Mom, I want you to be happy. Now, it's a very weird thing, but he's talking to me about someone changing a tire, either the flat tire or someone had to get a new tire on a car or something about a tire. Do you understand that, please?
Many tires throughout my life.
No, like that. Like recently, there must have been. Wait,
Oh, recently?
yes, very recently. And who has a pickup truck? Does anyone have a pickup truck around you?
Yeah, he has a friend that has a pickup truck, and we had a contractor here that had a pickup truck, but
And-
we don't have pickup trucks.
Okay, and would you know if they had to get a new tire on the pickup truck? Because I know the tire has to do with the truck he's talking about.
I don't know.
You'll have to
I
find
don't
out
know.
the contractor, please. And
Yeah.
your son is around you quite a bit. He wants you to take care of yourself. He said, Mom, you don't take care of yourself enough. And he wants you to do things because he said you procrastinate about going out and doing some fun things. Okay. I need to let you know that.
Mhm.
And do you have any baby clothes or old clothes of Amy?
Yes.
Because she wants to go, she's going on, he's going, and she's talking about her old clothes that you have. And she doesn't want you living in the past, she said. She goes, I'm alive and I'm now. And she doesn't want your head going to the past because it tends to go to the past, she said.
Mhm.
And she wants you to be more in the present. I like, if I open a drawer, I see all of her things there in the top drawer. I have all her things there in that top drawer. And I even know about even a comb or a brush that you have of hers, right? Because you tell me
Yes.
that. And if I
A
go
lot
there,
of things.
I pull the hair out from the brush. So I know that you have her hair in that brush because she
I do.
talks about that. And you were just recently looking at it, she said.
Yes, they're in the drawer. Mhm.
Yep. And so she wants you to really start living fully. She's all right. She's all right. She has, her weight is perfect. She looks great. And I'm going to say one more thing, then move on here. She has a great self-image of herself.
That's wonderful. Thank you very
Because I know
much.
toward the end there wasn't. And she wants me to tell you she knows herself now. She loves herself now. There's a great self-image. Now, okay, I'll move on, but I have to say one more thing. Was there talk about you, and it might sound very strange, getting a tattoo with their name on it or something about the tattoo?
My
Was there a thought
son,
about that? Someone getting a
my,
tattoo?
my son got, before he passed, he waited like 18 years, and he got my initials under his arm and Amy with angel wings on top of that. Just recently, before he died. I mean, within 6 months.
Yeah, I was going to say like two or 3 months.
Passed.
But I
Yeah.
know that's very important to let you know that.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, please pay attention to your dreams. But, you know, sweetheart, when you start feeling good about yourself, you can really open up to them. Okay?
Thank you
They
so
don't want you to
much.
dark cloud of yourself. You want to be open. All right? All
Thank
right.
you.
Bless your heart.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Now, how I work is very interesting because I want to work with this way, but then Spirit shows me different things. I want to ask if there was someone had a son that passed over who fell off a high place, fell down and hurt their head and passed, fell off, either it fell off a mountain or fell off a roof, fell down from someplace. Or someone, if that makes sense to you, would you raise your hand, please, and let us know?
Yeah, I think Yelena has her hand raised. I don't know if anybody else
What's
can
going
take
on?
that.
Kathy does too.
Kathy, is that your son, Kathy?
Let's see.
Oh, Kathy also. Yes, Kathy and Yelena. Oh,
And Elena, where's Elena? Let me see her.
Elena, let's see. I don't see Elena though.
yeah, I asked her to unmute also.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm gonna
Elena,
listen to
you
your
wanna
voice,
go?
Elena, and listen to Kathy's voice and see which one I'm tuned into. So, Elena, can I hear your voice first, please?
Hi.
Okay, hi. Let me just see, where are you, sweetheart? Where are you from, Kathy? Elena?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay, and are you in the there? Okay, there you go. Okay, and you lost a son that fell off somewhere, fell off a mountain, or fell off down something?
Yeah, he
Where did he
fell
fall?
off third floor,
Third floor,
3
from a
floors down.
balcony or something? Okay, and Kathy, what about you?
Yes, my son passed by falling off his 9th floor balcony.
Okay. I want to talk about wow. Yes. So Kathy, would we say this is an accident?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Yolanda, I'm not sure, but I think I just want to go for a second over here to Kathy and see if that makes sense to her first. Okay. Kathy, I know that you're studying to be a medium. I know that, but this boy is coming in bright. He comes to you every morning. And I know you, when you're for coffee or tea there, you're sitting there, he comes right to you. I know there must be talk about either writing a book or writing pages of something. Isn't that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, because he really wants to do that with you, Kathy. And he's laughing. He has a great sense of humor, this kid, this guy. And I got to say to you, he is a bright light. He's a bright light. And I feel, and he wants to make it very, very clear that he died accidentally, that this wasn't really something he wanted to do or necessarily, it was an accident. I got to say that to you. But I know that he's helping. I know he's helping other young kids, not necessarily young, but young people who pass over instantly, who pass over suddenly. I know that when I say this, you might have heard this before from another medium, but I know that he wants me to tell you he's helping those who pass quickly, unexpectedly, because it was an accidental thing. And this is something that everyone should know. And I only found this out about 3 years ago, believe it or not, the years I've done this. That seems that many times how the spirit passes over, then they will turn around and help others who pass that same way. So there was once I had a military gentleman who passed over, and he said to me, my brothers and sisters in the military come to get me. They always come to get their brothers and sisters. Even if they didn't know them, we take on this vow and we stick to it. And I know that your son is a leader. I know that he's going to help. He's doing his own groups over there, but I know that he's keep on pushing me about a book for you, and he's pushing you to do this book. It's almost like I go to my office, I'm gonna sit there at a desk, I'm like, come on, let's go. And I need to do it. Now, would you have a picture of him on the near a desk at all?
Yes.
I'm like, if I'm looking at you right now, is that him behind you?
That's him.
Oh, that's
Yes,
him.
and I'm sitting at my desk.
Okay. I know.
He's also in front of me too.
That's why I want to go to the one in front of you, not on the wall, the one in front of you. But I want to kiss him like that. I want to do a little kiss. And he said that my mom makes sure that, I'm going to cry, everything you do is done in his name. I know that. And I know you have another boy that passed, you mentioned earlier, isn't that right?
Yes.
And what is his name?
Aiden.
Aiden. Okay. Well, they're hanging out together. I need to say that. And which one of them had the bicycle?
Connor.
Okay. Because I want to stay in that bicycle. Do you still have his bicycle?
We do not know.
We do not. But I want to, for some reason, he's talking to me about a bicycle. And I want something to you to know, sweetheart, that the bicycle is some kind of a sign or something about a bicycle. So I don't know if I'm all of a sudden driving, I see someone on a bicycle and I think of Connor, but he's talking about something with a bicycle, and please keep that in your mind. I think, Kathy, there are some great things coming your way. Your both sons are very proud of you. They're very different. They're like night and day, these two, like chalk and cheese. I mean, really. And I'm still arguing, I'm still fighting, I'm still arguing, teasing, fun, this sort of thing. And it's really cute. I want to ask about the t-shirts. Do you have a t-shirt that belongs to Aiden, please?
Yes, I have many that belong to both of them.
Okay, and you still have two of them, don't two or three of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I also know they show me a box with their name on it. So the box of some of the belongings, the name is on it, and it looks like there's a black magic marker on the side of the box with the name. See?
Absolutely, yes.
I'm aware of that, and I wear a great thing for you, sweetheart. They're with you. I've got to tell you, Sue. I know you said you're studying mediumship, and I'm going to tell you, Kathy, that Aiden's with him. Connor is kind of the leader here for the two of them. I gotta say, he goes first. He's first. And I know there's talk about baseball, little league games, well, the sports stuff. All that is a big deal. The month of May seems significant for some reason, so I got to bring that month of May in. You understand
My
that?
birthday.
That's your birthday. So happy birthday. I know we're in May now, but happy birthday. It's very significant here. They're celebrating with you very much so. I love that. I just love that. There's so much. Oh, what I want is, let me back up my mind. What we want to talk about to you. Yes, yes. Oh, I just lost it. Come on back. Yes. So, Kathy, part of the reason Connor wants to work with you, because he thinks like you know, you're always thinking, you're thinking so quickly, you're like a lot of things happening at once. You're going to do the book, but I think you could do some good trance work. I think you want to trance. And I know you've either been talking about it, thinking about it, it's been on your mind because Connor's telling me about something to do with trance with you. And I say, go for it. And I don't often say that to people, students. I would say, but I like that you could do trance. And I think he's going to write through you in a light trance state. You know, every author, if everyone is in a way does trance work when they're creating, but I know that he wants coming to you that way. So let that happen. And it will. I'm not worried about that. Anyway, let me leave you with that, my love. Okay. Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you so much.
Yolanda, can I come to you then with your son, please?
Yes, yes.
And what is his name, sweetheart?
Igor.
Igor. And I know that you have an accent. You're probably originally from the Europe or someplace. Where are you from originally?
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Okay, Ukraine. I just know that there are many people are on the other side who also come from that area. I know there are many people, and a grandmother and there's like someone grew up in a village, and I just get that whole feeling for you, okay? And I also want to ask you, I know your boy is here, but I'd also get a lady here who knows about you. I'm not sure if it's I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to say lock into a grandmother or mother, but I want to say sewing is very important to her. Sewing. So sewing, either teaching about sewing or you know about her sewing, that would have been a big deal. Would that make sense? Right?
Yes, yes.
I know that to be true. I know that to be lovely. I know that to be so great. She loves that. And I knew needlepoint or crocheting or sewing, this sort of crafts. And she loves that. Yes. Was your boy was he with somebody else when this happened?
Oh, we don't know. We don't know
Well, I
that.
got to tell you that I think he was with somebody else. I think there were one or two other people in that space with him. And I don't know about this. I don't know. I don't feel great about this. It wasn't a suicide. They say maybe suicide. No, I don't feel that, but I do feel there's other people around. I do feel there's other people there. I got to say that to you. Would you have a cap that belongs to him? A baseball cap?
Yes, yes, I
Wants to
do.
bring that in really, really strong. He doesn't want you to relive his death, he said, because he's alive. He's very much alive. Very, very smart boy, but a bit shy, if I could say that to you. A bit
Yes.
shy. You know, he doesn't really want to come out and be effervescent. He stays back and he watches. He's very bright. Can I just say to you, he's thinking about, and this might sound very strange to hear this, but he's thinking about doing composing of some kind of music. He wants to compose music and do something with the music. You'd understand that, wouldn't you?
That's what he did, yes.
Okay, perfect. Because he wants me to tell you he's composing music of the spheres.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that lovely?
That sounds like him.
Sounds like him. He goes to all these different, he said, you know, we really can't, and he's so interesting because he likes languages, all different languages he speaks. I can tell you 3 different languages. He's very bright and he's humble. So I want to say he doesn't go out of his way to show off because he's not, but he's genius. He's brilliant. Can I say that to you? He's brilliant. I love his brilliancy. And I love that he says in a weird way, I go to different star places. That's interesting. Different star, whether it's star systems or planets, but he says he gets inspiration from these different places and he writes, wow, how interesting, uniformity of music. And he says,
Wow.
he gets inspired by the great minds, he said. He loves great minds. He likes philosophy. He likes psychology. He likes Freud. He likes science. He loves that, you see. And he has an opportunity now to do it. He can be a master of many things. I think an old soul, advanced soul. Now, are you separated from his father?
Yes.
Okay. He's talking about his daddy, his father. And I want to talk about him. I want to talk about some forgiveness is needed there.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Please. In his name. And everybody, the most important things you know, you don't know why people do certain things, but we have to take the high road because the high road less traveled. And I think that's always the best way. If we ever did something to someone and we felt, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and they didn't forgive us, we wanted to forgive them. I think there's some forgiveness with your husband. Whatever those issues are, my love, don't carry it over to the next lifetime. Please don't. Let this be an opportunity for you and for everyone on this call to look in your life and see, who must I forgive? Who must I take the high road? Because you never know how that changes. But I will tell you one thing, it opens up the spaces around you. It opens up your life to new experiences. And my love, your son wants to heal you. Your son wants to help you. Now, he's not a very emotional boy. He's very brilliant in his mental body, right? But he's really saying, and he's so funny because he's just so common sense. It makes common sense. He's all about black and white common sense. He's like a walking encyclopedia. But I got to say to you, he's trying to help you open your heart and take the stains away from your heart. And he said, the moment you do that, and I was talking to everybody in the room, the moment you open up your heart to forgive all different people, he said, it'll change your lives. So I agree with him. And so the moment of talking to you, Line, your whole energy has shifted. Your whole auric field has got lighter, and it's inside your soul. You know it to be true. Yeah, you know it to be true. And
Yes.
one more thing, then I'm going to move on here. I know you have papers of his, he tells me. You have papers or notebooks of his everywhere. And he said you've been looking them. You look through his pages and you look through him and you feel him, you get inspired by him, and he talks to you a lot. He's again so mental. He's so mentally, he's in your head a lot, you know, but he wants you to, I'm gonna cry. He said the best thing I can leave everybody with is that the note of forgiveness. So I leave you with that. Okay, my love.
Thank you.
God bless
Thank
you.
you so much.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome. You're very, very welcome. Okay, let's see what else we get here.
Wonderful. And I just wanted to ask you, there are two other people who have had sons pass by falling. Joe McQuillan, his son fell down a 30-foot mine shaft. And then Miriam Kempa has her hand up as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm done with that, Elizabeth. I think I'm going to move on a little bit, if that's okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. I want to talk about somebody who would know of someone who died in an accident at the water, a boat accident, someone with an accident at water, or they drowned.
That is Joe McQuillan. Let's unmute the same one. He also had that happen. So where is Joe?
Right here,
Where are you, Joe? Let me see
right
you.
here.
Here he is. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight him. Sorry.
Okay, sweetheart.
Here we go.
So he fell down a 30-foot
Joe,
mine
how are you?
shaft. I'm
He's
good,
doing
James. I
Okay.
love your work. And
Thank you.
he fell down a 30-foot mine shaft in an NDE, and then the third NDE was when he drowned in a canoe.
Okay, so then we have him here. And what is his first name, Joe?
Chris.
Chris. Okay. Now, would you happen to have a medal or a necklace or something that belonged to him, please?
I have his St. Christopher medal hanging from my
my
mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, he just said that. That's great. He just said that. God, he loves you. You are two. You two are so cut in the same cloth. You know,
Absolutely.
you really are. You're cutting the same cloth. Who has the Irish back? I know you're McQuillan, might be an Irish background, but I know there's no Irish feeling around me, people around you. Your father's passed over as well, hasn't he?
Yes,
Because
he
I want
has.
to salute you from your dad. I'm saluting him. I have to salute your father. And I feel a big family on the other side with you.
Yeah.
I do. Lots of aunts, lots of uncles. I get all the clan, if I could say it, they're the clan.
Yes.
What's the trip you went to Ireland? Did you go over to Ireland?
We went to Ireland. We were trying to have him, but we ended up we ended up making him when we came back from Ireland.
Oh.
But he's got the Irish, he's got an Irish family crest on his shoulder.
Okay, because I know that Ireland is a big deal here with him.
Big deal, yeah.
And I know that to be true. I know that I know you have grandmothers here. I have a lady here. Would you know anyone named Eileen or Irene or Eileen or
We had an Aunt Eileen, but she wasn't really close. But she's over
on the
there.
other side, isn't she?
Yeah.
I know there's people over there with some, gosh, lovely. I don't know. One lady's carrying these beautiful silks or cloths and all these lovely things and blankets, and I just love it. I know you have dogs on the other side. A lot of animals over there for you. Your son's bringing the animals back. Your son is not afraid. Where's your wife, please? She's right here somewhere, is she?
Well, she's not she's downstairs. But she's in the house.
Would you give her my love, please?
I would.
give him, and he's very, what is, I know you said his name is Chris, but it would be Christopher, wouldn't it?
Christopher, yes, sir.
Because I know that. I don't know if the middle initial will be L, Christopher
No.
L. No.
J.
J. Okay, I don't know who the L is. Let me just go back with him. He's very sweet. I know. Yeah, I know you said the Catholic thing. I know you had the mass and the whole thing like that. I know the tombstones.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, it was a big deal, the tombstone, that yeah, the special one. Oh, what did they make a mistake? They made a mistake, he said. They made a mistake, or something was wrong with the first showing of the
Oh
tomb.
my God. I
Something
know.
was wrong, he said. You
I moved his grave over one spot because I didn't want him next to somebody else. He was my kid. So I literally moved him over one plot, and I'll occupy that plot.
Isn't that something? Wow. He knows, but he's laughing about it, you see. He's
Yeah.
laughing. He
Yeah.
goes, we all come together over here anyway, Dad. Doesn't really matter.
I know. Oh my God.
Isn't that funny? Now, would you remember when you was a younger boy, you do models together, make models.
Yeah.
And boats or planes, things of models.
Yeah.
PT boats. They were PT boats. He's correcting me. And he used to do that when he was young, you see, a long time ago. And would you know the name of Michael mean anything to you, or would it mean anything to him?
His godfather's Michael.
Michael. Okay. On the other side?
No, not very many Michaels. A lot of people on the other side, though.
Anybody named Michael on the other side?
No.
Anybody you just recently spoke to with the name Michael?
Yeah, I just spoke to his godfather, and I kind of were a little estranged, but we ran into each other, had a nice healing conversation. That was his,
Yeah, and they
I know that he's been pushing me to
there we go.
Unbelievable.
Forgiveness.
Yeah, I know.
Put Michael in your space to heal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that. He's a strong guy, your son.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
strong, Dad. He's strong. Did you teach him how to swim?
Yeah, I did.
He's popped that in my head. And
Yeah.
he said, you don't understand the reasons why we say about forgiveness, but he said, there are things in the background that you don't know, kind of like the other side or the history that you
Yeah.
really need to forgive.
I know.
Again, and that Michael, he's a good soul, just doesn't make some bad choices, you see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your son welcomed passing. He said, I welcomed it when he knew he did the drowning. Now, it's very interesting that he drowned because he knew he was floating out of his body right away. And yeah, really? Okay. I don't know who that belongs to. Is there a cat that passed over?
No.
He said there's a cat here, and it's kind of a pain in the cat.
Yeah.
Some cat is someone's cat, he said. So keep that, Joe. You might see, but someone who didn't have a good time with a cat here. Oh, there he is. Cat. Oh.
There's some of our family members had cats, but we were never big fans of cats.
Yeah, but I don't know why he has this cat running around. It's not a great cat. Who's John?
Nobody on the other side. There's a number of Johns on this side.
Who was
Cousins.
a friend? Was there a friend named John or a close connection to him named John?
Not that I recall. A close friend. No.
Like John. I don't know why he wants me to say it about John, but he does. I understand that. And yes, go on. Right. And who's Mary? I know Mary's a common name. Would there be a Mary?
Mary's his sister on this side, and
Would you say hello to her
grandmother on the other side.
Okay, Mary, I want to say on this side. Would you
Yeah.
ask if she's recently had a dream of him?
I
Because
will.
He's been visiting her in her dreams.
I will.
And your father loves you, Joe. Your father's
Oh.
very proud of you. He's right behind you, so strong. And he also helped them. See, there are many that help them to come through. We
Yeah.
speak to one, but it takes a lot of them to bring the energy in. And I understand that. This past winter, let's say November, December, were you a little ill at all?
Yeah, but nothing of any consequence,
Okay. No
just a flu.
fevers or anything like that? Nothing
No.
like a fever. Okay. I don't know why, but he wants me to talk about be careful of fevers. Somebody's telling me.
Okay.
And he wants you to take care of your back as well. Your back.
Okay.
And one more thing. Did you used to like baseball?
Yeah, we go to a lot of ball games. We went to World Series games, All-Star games,
Okay.
played
I want
ball
to take
together.
a ticket. I want to take a baseball ticket, of a game we went to. He's
Yeah,
talking about that.
that's the World Series. Oh,
And you still have that ticket?
yeah, I got it hanging over my bookcase over here.
Okay.
Yeah, right behind me.
Just show me the ticket stub. And
Yeah, that's what it is. It's in a little plastic hanging from my bookcase.
oh, I love that.
Me too.
Yeah, I love that, Joe. And he's with you all the time. I know that you must have a TV in that room, don't you?
I do. This was his bedroom that I'm in. This is,
Okay, because I know he wants to sit there and watch TV with you. Or
Yeah.
I come here by myself and watch TV with you, and he
Yeah.
wants me to tell you that. I love that. I know that. I know that. I know that. I know that. I don't know. I just gotta say that. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. I want to talk about Francis. Now, I don't know if I want to talk about Saint Francis or Francis, but I want to talk about either Saint Francis or Francis.
I think it's St. Francis.
I think it is too. I think it
Yeah.
is too. I don't he's talking to me about St. Francis. Give me that reference to you that you'd
Well,
probably understand it or know it or
that was his confirmation name, my confirmation name, Francis.
from St.
And Francis of Assisi was a big deal. And I went to a school called St. Francis.
That was a school. Okay. Now that's very weird, Joe, and everybody, because many times as a medium, when you work, the day of a demonstration, which is what this is, you got to keep your mind very open because spirit people will come in during the day and show you things or inspire you or make you look a certain way. And in my garden, I'm gonna cry. I walk every day with my doggy 3 times in my garden, a nice little garden. And I was looking today, for some reason, I passed this statue every day, but for today, I stood it in front of St. Francis of Assisi statue, and I'm looking at that, and I'm like, okay, why am I looking at this? And then it hit me, oh, it'll probably be used in the demonstration. So he was with me early on. So
He was.
yes, and thank you for flowers. You must have flung flowers in the water or something, the flowers.
I take flower. I go to his grave and visit often, the one I moved over. And I always bring a single white rose when I come, or often.
He loves it. And he's not there, he said.
I know. It's a thin place, but I know he's not there.
Yeah, you're a very kind man, Joe. You're such a kind man. And you're going to help other parents. I know you already have, but you're a good, wise old soul. And
Yeah.
your dad, I got to bring again, your daddy is really strong. Maybe
Yeah.
he couldn't show you love in the lifetime, but
he did his best.
Okay.
He did.
I just God, he brings so much love to you. And I just gotta say, and then I gotta leave with it. I can work all night, but I gotta move on. But thank you, Joe. I leave you with that.
Yeah, James, I can't thank you enough. You just healed my heart. Thank you. And I'll forgive Michael. How's that?
Please. That'd be great. That'd make us all feel better. Thank you, Joe.
That was beautiful. Oh.
Oh my gosh. And Joe has helped so many parents. He's written 2 wonderful books about Christopher, and he's also a huge part of helping parents heal. So thank you for doing that. We have 2 other people who are raising their hands about having children who have passed in the water.
Okay, I you know what else? I just want to move on differently if I could, if that's okay. I just wanted, because I'm getting other things.
Of course. Go right ahead.
I want to
Go
say,
right
Joe, of course, people love you because you're a healer. So you're a natural healer, as a lot of you parents are healers and might not understand it right now in the situation you're in, but believe me, many of you are that healing vibration. I want to talk about a child that passed with a cancerous condition, whether leukemia, and died in a hospital, or I think it was a hospital, and had machines or wires and things like this. And I don't know if they were in teenage years. I don't know. But does that make sense? Does someone would know of a child that passed that way? And
I'm saying yes.
Yes.
Mira, her daughter
you
Mira.
held their hand at the bedside. I'm aware of
And
that.
Patty and Dave also, Elizabeth. I think there's a few
It's a
people
girl
that-
that passed. It's a girl that passed over. It's a daughter. So I
Okay.
know that to be
So
true.
should we go ahead and do?
Yep.
Okay. So let's ask her to unmute, and let me. Okay.
Who are you calling on, Elizabeth?
Sky. Sorry, Skye. And her daughter is Mira, and I need to see if I
I'll look
can.
her up here. Sky. Okay.
That's funny that I
I've
don't-
asked her to unmute. Hi, Sky.
Hi, I think it worked now.
I think it worked, Sky. How are you, darling?
Hi. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. What is your daughter's name?
Her name's Mira,
Mira. And how old was she when she passed?
22.
Okay. And can I just ask you, would it make sense? Would it be like a cancerous leukemia or a rare cancer that she had, please?
Yes,
Would you
very
understand?
rare leukemia.
That's what I want. That's what I'm leukemia. That's what I know it's rare, and I know that to be true. You have her ring of hers, please. You have
Yes,
her ring. She's talking about her ring. You're having my
yes.
ring. I know you want a lock of my hair. Did you take a lock of her hair also, please?
I
Yep.
have all of her hair.
Okay, she's just talking about that. She's talking about my mom would sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there. I know that to be true. I know that you held her hand. She talked about you holding her hand. And even when she was not conscious, you held her hand very tight. And I know that you covered her feet. I think there must have been a blanket you put on her feet to keep her feet warm because she said, Mom, I'm cold. My feet are cold. And you covered the feet. You understand that, darling?
Yeah.
What a great mom you are. You're not going to have cancer yourself, so stop that, she said. Stop it. Random thoughts about that. You know you do. She just said that to me. Makes sense.
I'm not feeling well today and yesterday, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? I probably have cancer. Oh my God.
You do not. So what they do is they see in your mind, you know, we have these thoughts. Thoughts are things, everybody, and they sit in our mind space, you see, and they will talk about those things in your mind, and you don't want to make that real. You see, these conditions, you don't have anything like that. That's not how you're going to go, she said. Oh, Mom, stop being the worry wart, Mom. And do you have a son as well?
No.
Did you lose a child, like besides her? Was there other child at all?
2 other daughters.
2 other daughters still alive, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Is one of them married?
Not yet.
Is she have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know that your daughter's talking about a marriage coming up.
Oh God.
Their marriage, very aware of this, very much so. I'm also aware that one of them, I think the one that's going to get married, is either going to go to France, Paris, or wanting to go to Europe. There's something about Paris or France coming in.
Oh, the youngest has wanted to go to Paris her whole life.
Oh, then maybe it's that one, but I know there's Paris, and you said your daughter's name was Sky, is that right?
I'm Sky, and my daughter's name is Mira.
Mira. Well, I know that the Paris thing is happening for sure. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that younger daughter lives over there for a little bit in Europe or studies over there, because that looks like it's going to happen. You know, and Sky, you're a little bit of a brainiac, you know, you're a little bit of a brainiac. And I know that your daughter's laughing and laughing at you. And she said, you know, she has you have a great sense of humor, but she laughs with you and at you, if I can say it that way. Right?
I'm sure.
She got a goose with you. Now, would you know about having a blanket over her that you've kept?
Yes.
Okay, because
absolutely
get that feeling of you kept the blanket when she was ill, you kept that blanket and you think of her all the time. You put it around you, you wrap yourself around you. And I know you sit and watch a television with me, Mom. I know them sitting right there with you and you put the blanket around you and you think of me and I have pillows around me and you're thinking of me and she watched the concert more than the show than you did her. You must have done that very recently. Put your legs up on the couch and you're sitting there and you're watching the movie or something on TV, you're just watching and you're hanging out and she's there with you. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do actually.
It must have been yesterday, the day before, very recently.
Yeah.
And would you know about having a dog that's a yapper dog?
My neighbors do.
Who has a yapper dog, a small yapper? Is that right?
My neighbors do, and it drives me crazy, but
the yapper dog. So I'm watching TV or something, that dog. She's telling me it bothered my mom. It bothers my mom. I know that you opened up a box of her things, little box, and I'm looking through some things in it as I'm thinking about her. Now, I think you would have done it either on a couch, or I think it was on a couch, and you had a little box. You have a little box of her things. I know also you must have, what is that? Like a God, I don't know what this means. Like a hair barrette or a hair thing for her hair. You understand that? And you
have
had
a scrunchie.
With it. A scrunchie. Thank you.
Scrunchie. Yeah.
And you're putting it on your fingers and you're playing with it.
Yeah.
You're watching you do that. Now, how do I get that? Well, I ask her, and then she gives me the feeling of that scrunchie. And like, I'm going to play with it like this. And, you know, I want to say to you, I don't know what she's talking about, but the hair. But I want to sit there and braid hair. I just want to braid hair. You understand that?
Yes. Yes. I braided her hair all the time, and then I braided it before we had to shave it off. Yeah.
Yep. Do you still have some braided hair of hers?
Yes.
Because I know
I do.
I know you saved it. She's on the bed.
Yeah. Yes.
My God, that's a beautiful act of love. I mean, come on. Wow. Yeah, you're so another healer here, you know, you're another healer, Sky, you know that. And you're going to use this opportunity to grow. And because you're going to grow, she's growing with you. And there's expansion of your soul. There's expansion of every single life you touch. With your experience, of your daughter's experience, you're going to help people. You're going to save people from themselves, you see. And she's telling me that. She's a bit of a gypsy, your daughter, She's a bit of a gypsy. She's doing a little flow dance with me here, and she's just having this whole thing going on. And I love her energy. She's so funny, crazy, crazy funny. And I don't know, sometimes I don't know, sweetheart, and everybody else, that when someone passes like that at a young age with cancers and other things, other types of diseases, I often wonder if they take on the karma of the world and certain conditions that they must take on in order to help the world. I don't know. It's a possibility. I'm gonna put it out to you guys. It's a possibility. But she keeps on talking to me about, she's so funny. She goes, I did my life's work. And she rolls her eyes up. I did my life's work. And her personality is like that.
Yeah.
No one can tell me what to do. I'll do it myself, my own way.
She was in theater, so she was, yeah.
Folding her arms and rolling her eyes. I did it my way. I'll do it my way. No one's yeah. And you're great. You're great, Mom. You're gonna be, God, she's with you all the time. But she doesn't want you down. She doesn't want anybody being, she said, everybody should be happy, not sad. She goes, it's a physical sadness. But would she have a ring in her nose? Was there a discussion? Wasn't there an argument or discussion or something about getting a nose ring?
She had wanted to, but she never did.
Okay, you must have a discussion with her about it, because she's talking to me about that
When she was younger, yes.
Okay, because she remembers that. And one more thing, I understand that. Would you have an old doll that belonged to her?
Probably, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to leave you with that. All right.
Okay.
And a lot of love, my love.
Thank you so much.
All right. You're very welcome.
So appreciated.
You're very welcome. And everybody, on that note, I want to ask if somebody has of their child would have a stuffed rabbit, an animal, stuffed rabbit animal of theirs. Would someone have that in the room? Like a stuffed rabbit? Sounds wild.
This is a stuffed rabbit that is, we have a stuffed rabbit. Amber's putting it.
I'm seeing
So
it.
let's go ahead and ask to unmute Amber. And then let's see.
Yeah, I've asked her to unmute. Oh,
Yes.
she's unmuted.
Hi.
Hi,
There's
Amber. You
Amber.
understand about the stuffed
It's
rabbit?
so funny. It's my boy's stuffed bunny. It was right here behind me.
Oh my God, he wants me to talk about it. Wow. What's your boy's name?
Jagger.
Dagger, D-A-G-G-E?
No, with a J, Jagger.
Dagger, oh, nice, better than Dagger. Jagger. Okay. And was he a young boy when he passes?
18.
Okay, I was gonna say before, I thought it was before 10, 18. All right, 18. Yeah, do it. She has my, oh, I see. You've been holding the rabbit. So you must have been holding the rabbit earlier too, and thinking of him. Okay, he's so funny. Right. What do you know someone that played drums? He didn't play drums, but did someone around play drums? And hold on, keep on going with that. Would you have known about him going to a concert, a music concert? Wanted to go see a concert, going to the concert. It was a big, some kind of a concert. And I don't know if you go with him, where there was discussion about this concert.
He took himself into the city to see a rap musician's only concert he ever went to, and it happened like months before he passed.
And it was a big
really big deal.
Okay, so it was like, because this big deal, he's telling me about the concert. So she'll remember the concert, yes.
Yeah.
And was there trouble with him, with his teeth being crooked when he was younger? Was there a problem with teeth? Or
he had to quit sucking his thumb when he was 4 because the dentist told him it was going to push the roof of his mouth up, and so he had to give up sucking his thumb so it wouldn't wreck his teeth. It was like a big deal for him.
Okay, because he's bringing me the thing with the teeth here, and I don't think you saved his teeth at all, or tooth, but I know that you yeah, she still thinks of me as a baby. He said she still thinks of me as her baby. Yeah, we know. Yeah, I know you have T-shirts of his. I know you do. You also must have his pants. You must have a whole stuff of his clothing. My God.
Oh yeah.
You must have put it, you must have his, is it near you, his clothing? Do you have a shirt of his that you want to wear, a t-shirt or something, or?
I wore a t-shirt of his yesterday. I wore a pair of his sweatpants. I wear them all the time.
Chills, yes. That's great. That's great. You know, I got to tell you that I feel his passing was quick. I don't feel it was long. It was shocking. It was fast. It was quick. And I'm like, I'm out. Just like that. Okay. I don't know how he passed. I'm not asking, but I just know it's a quick feeling. I know it's a fast thing. He's a fast kind of guy. It comes very shocking. Would Sunday morning be something interesting? A Sunday, the day of Sunday mean anything to you? Would a Sunday mean anything?
Not off the top of my head.
If you pass on a Sunday, Sunday is a significant. Okay. Well, I'm going to say this to you. I'm going to go out on a ledge, right, on a limb, like Shirley MacLaine would say. And I want you to look at Sunday. So this Sunday coming up, right now we're on a Thursday. Sunday, I want you to, I don't know what Sunday is, but look around Sunday for him. I don't know what the heck he means by that, but I want you to look for this Sunday to become aware of something he's going to be with you, okay? I want to say around the afternoon, like 12 to 3, around there. I don't know what the hell this means, but I want to say that to you. Do you ever live anywhere close to a beach? Like, do you ever go out on the island and live in are you near Long Island then, or is it city?
No, I'm in New York, but we live on the river.
You live in the river.
There is a beach, but I wouldn't swim in the
go there and think of him at the river, or go and talk to him.
Yes, I have a bench. I have a memorial bench for him there.
Bingo, there it is. I want to go there, and I want to say he's with you right there. And I don't know if you just recently went there, or you thought, I got to go. I didn't go there recently. I should go. But I got to say that to you. He's also going to finish school. I know it sounds shocking, but he's going to do school. He wants me to tell you he's working to do something with literature. Sounds very interesting. He's going to write some literature, poetry, but literature, some kind of composition of literature. He's talking about the written word. And he said, we can do it here. Right. What does that mean? Okay. He said, this is very weird. This is very, very weird, Amber. But he's mentioning, I know it's not going to mean anything to us here, but he said he's going to a place called Claremont College. It's really weird. But he said the place he's studying is called Claremont College, where he's at over there. So they can create schools. They have schools over there, the universities, they have all that. He wants me to tell you he's going to go to school, and he wants you to be very proud of him because he's doing that. He wants to tell you he's doing that. And he said you'd be very proud of him, and he's doing something with literature. I just got to tell you what he's telling me. I understand. You're still married to his father, correct?
No.
You're not. You divorced after he died, or separated, or was it before?
Before.
Okay. Would you get a message to his father? Do you still talk to his dad?
No. Sorry.
Forgiveness.
Well, I mean, I can send forgiveness, by pigeon or something, right?
Can you send a card, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, send a card from him, please. He loves his dad.
I know he does.
He didn't get a chance to say goodbye to his dad, he said.
It's true.
But I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my dad. Please give my love to my dad. Please give my love to my dad. My dad, no, I'm gonna cry. He said his dad has headaches. His dad has real aches about not being able to connect with his son, and they wasn't able to. And he said, it really is hurting him, Mom. Please help him, because it's hurting him in ways you don't know. And I got to say that to you. Has he remarried? Does he have another family, your husband, right?
Yes.
Because I know it's affecting other people's lives that he's with. And I need for you to say, sweetheart, even if it's just, I had a dream last night of Jagger, and he says he loves you. That's all you need to do. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Please, if you could just do that, it'd really be great. Would you understand about going to movies with Jagger? Would you have gone to him?
Oh yeah, all the time. All the time.
He said about movies was our thing, or going to the movies was our big thing. And he still remembers it. He's funny. He's a funny kid. He's a funny kid, but he's his own person. He knows himself. He really does know himself. And I keep, yes, I told her. My mother's stubborn, he said. He goes, my mother's very stubborn. And he said, please give my love to my dad. Please, Mom, please. He needs it. Trust me, he needs it. He needs it. So please, okay. I'm the messenger. I've done it. That's all I can do. And why do you keep on looking at the old pictures he's talking about? old photographs, I'm talking about old photographs years ago, like when he was a young kid, like, you know.
Oh, I post pictures of him every day, and I'm putting a book together that he's helping me write. That might be his literature, and we're putting pictures in. So every day I'm pulling up
Oh,
pictures.
that's okay, that's what it means. But one more thing, sweetheart. I think you're a nice woman. I think you're a great lady, but I think you get in your own way. I think you get in your own head. You block yourself in some ways, you know? So don't do that. You're too good. You're too good. Part of that book may be letters, maybe a written letters or dear so-and-so, because I keep on seeing like a dear, you know, whoever it is, letters, book could be some letters in there. I really do see that. And in my mind, and I know he is helping you. Do you have his belt?
I can't. Maybe
Would you?
it's possible.
I gotta say,
I mean, he lived here, so I still have his. I haven't gotten rid of his.
you have my belt. I know you do, because he just showed me my belt. Now, the weird thing, before I told Joe about the St. Francis, I was literally staring at a belt of mine before this, before our Zoom call. I'm like, should I put this belt on or not? And I'm like, let me hold the belt. He was like, what the hell am I doing holding this belt? And I don't know why, but he wants to tell you about it. You have his belt. Just something weird, but I gotta say it to you. And besides the bunny, you have his belt. Is there a sibling he has as well?
His father has 2 daughters, so he has 2
He wants to
sisters.
give love there to them. He
Yeah.
wants to give love there because they talk to him all the time, and he wants them to know that he hears them. So maybe in that card you can say, and he hears all of your thoughts. If you could, just do a little bit of that for me, you would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
February is significant. So I don't know what that means. Is it a birthday or a connection with the February, like the Aquarian time? I don't know who's an Aquarian, but you have to see who the Aquarian is. The Aquarius would be the end of January, beginning of February.
I'll
Figure it
probably
out.
think of it after. I can't think of anybody right now.
That's fine. It's like the Aquarian time. For some reason, it's the Aquarian time. One more thing. Right. Sunday, Mom, I'm gonna be with you Sunday. He wants to tell you that. So he keeps on talking about the Sunday. He's gonna be with you Sunday. Okay. And I'll leave you with that, Lamb. You're a good girl. Do your homework.
Thank you.
Okay, honey. You're very
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, Elizabeth. There we are.
Very nice. That was wonderful.
That was amazing. Yes, I'm trying to figure out how to remove the spotlight. Oh, James, this has been incredible. Thank you so much for this
Thank you.
evening.
It goes by very fast, doesn't it? My goodness, it goes very
Oh,
fast.
Wow,
it
it
so
does.
quickly. I don't know how many we were able to get, but I just want to tell everyone on here, please send me a validation story for the newsletter with a picture of your child, because it's always so much fun to be able to have those stories in the newsletter. And I know that it would make James also very happy to see those stories. So if you can do that for me, I've put my email in the chat box. It's elizabeth@helpingparentsheal.org, and I would love to get those. And then we're so excited about having you at the conference. Can't wait for that.
I'm looking forward to that.
And I also wanted to just let, this is funny because I'm having something about Arabic on here, confirming languages.
Wow, isn't that great?
But what we always do before we sign off is ask everyone to unmute and say thank you and good evening. But before they do, maybe you would like to say a few words, James?
I would. So everybody, if you could close your eyes for just a second. I'd like to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes and we close our eyes to the outside world, we open up the inner world of light, the inner world of our soul self. And that is our heart. And go beautifully into your heart space and imagine there's a lovely green light, and that's a light of healing. And imagine that green light comes out of your heart and surrounds you from the top of your head all the way around the bottom of your feet. And then send that beautiful green light to everybody in this room, because green is that beautiful color of love. And love by its very nature is not to keep, but to share. So please send that with your thoughts, everyone around you in love. And as you do that, I want you just to open up your mind and listen to a thought, a word from your loving child coming to you right now. Divine Heavenly Parent, we ask a blessing on everyone here. We thank you, dear spirit friends, teachers, guides, loved ones, all of our children, for your thoughts, your beautiful energy tonight. And we thank you all very much for being with us and blending your world with ours. And everybody, if you could in your own way, then saying to yourself, just repeat these words after me. You can repeat them silently. Healthy am I. Happy am I.
Happy am I.
Healthy am I. Happy am I.
Yeah.
Holy am I.
Holy am I.
Healthy am I. Happy am I.
Happy am I.
Holy am I. And so it is. Just slowly open up your eyes and be as one. And thank you all very, very much. And I hope you use this experience to help yourself and everybody who comes into your space. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, James. What a
Thank
great
you,
night.
James.
What a
Thank
great
you.
evening,
Thank you so
James.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
appreciate
you
you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
James.
Good night.
so much.
Everybody.
Good night.
Yeah.
God bless.
Elizabeth.
Thank you.
You're
amazing,
Beautiful.
James.
amazing.
Thank
Jill, I
you.
can't believe that story about Chris. That was something.
Yeah, that was crazy. All of this.
I wasn't surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Good
you,
night, everybody.
everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Good night,
Thank you.
Irene.
Bye.